We're going to be demonstrating a great series of exercises and stretches for the low back, hip, and sciatica. The first exercise is called the shelf stretch. You're going to set a timer on your phone for 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then before you start the timer, you're going to get into position. So in the position, you'll be on your belly with a small towel rolled up next to you. You're going to relax your gluteal muscles doing the whole. Now you're going to make sure to keep your hips and upper body moved away from the knee that is on the towel until you feel the slight stretch in the groin area. At that point, you will start your timer for 1 minute and 30 seconds and perform the stretch. The next thing is you would then move that roll to the opposite side and repeat the process on the other side. Remembering to get into position, making sure to move your hips and your upper body away from the knee that is on the towel until you feel the slight stretch in the groin area. Then you would start your timer and hold that stretch. After the shelf stretch, we're going to move into the next exercise known as the Mackenzie's press-up stretch. You're going to get the arms underneath you, and it's easiest to start on your forearms first, and eventually you could progress from there. But let's start just on the forearms as you see positioned here. To do the stretch, you're going to raise up to a point as high as possible, keeping your forearms on the ground and keeping your hip flexors pinned to the floor or the mat and engaging your gluteal muscles throughout the press up. You'll do 10 repetitions, breathing in before you rise. After you've done the Mackenzie press-ups, you're going to move into what's called the modified shelf stretch, similar to the first shelf stretch, but with a slight modification. This time, the upper body will be raised up on the forearms, and the forearms will be used to support the upper body. Make sure to keep the hip flexors pinned to the floor or the mat. Once again, you're going to be doing a total of 1 minute and 30 seconds on your timer. For the first minute in this up position, you're going to hold that position. And then for the next 30 seconds, you'll go into a down position and you're going to hold that for the final 30 seconds. Once you've completed that side, you're going to perform a Mackenzie press-up stretch, which we have done previously. After doing the Mackenzie stretch, you're going to switch the towel to the other side and repeat on the opposite leg. Reset your timer. Again, your chest is up off the ground for the first minute, and then for the last 30 seconds, you will be going to the down position. Once you've completed the modified shelf stretch, you're going to move into hip rolls. For the hip rolls, you will lay flat on your back, keeping the neck and the lower back tight to the floor or the mat. You will bend both knees and have your feet together, bringing the heels as close to the buttocks as possible. You're going to stretch out both arms to the side from your body. Slowly, you will lower both legs to one side until a point of stretch is achieved, keeping your shoulders down on the ground, and hold this for a 20 count. Engaging your core, you'll slowly move your legs to the other side and repeat the exercise for a total of 2 repetitions. Then, while keeping one leg in the bent position, you're going to stretch out the other leg on the ground and flex your toes back towards your head, holding this position for a 20 count. You will bring that straight leg back into a bent position and repeat this with the other leg. Once both legs have been stretched, you will repeat the hip rolls for 2 more sets for a total of 3 sets of hip rolls. The final stretch in the sequence is called the double leg to chest stretch. You'll bring both legs to the chest, grab the knees, and gently pull down on the legs for a 20 count. This completes the sequence for the low back, hip, and sciatica. You'll want to do this twice a day for the first week, and then once a day every day after that.